Have you ever been practicing the piano for a super long time and feel like you haven't made much progress? Maybe you feel frustrated and you're wondering how you can practice more effectively. Well, today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to make the most out of your practice session. I just want to mention that these tips can be used by any musician. You don't have to be a pianist to use these tips. I do seem to be talking to pianists in this video, but that's just because I'm a piano player myself. So no matter what instrument you play, you can utilize these tips in your practice session. So the first tip is to have many goals, both long-term goals and short-term goals. Probably for all of us, our long-term goal or our end goal is to learn a piece hands together at the proper tempo and with dynamics, etc. But we can also have short-term goals. So where do you want to be at the end of this month or the end of this week? Maybe the goal for the end of this week is to play the piece hands together at a steady tempo. You can also have a goal for the end of the practice session. So what do I want to accomplish in this practice session? Maybe it's to play the first page of the piece hands together at a steady tempo. Or maybe you're just going to work on dynamics and phrasing. It's better to have these type of goals than just saying, oh, I'm just going to practice this piece today. By having little goals that you can reach, you will find yourself improving little by little every day. And at the end, that's going to make a big difference. Also, when you accomplish one goal, you'll feel a sense of fulfillment, and that will make piano practice really enjoyable. The next tip is to work on harder passages first. I know that we all like to work through the parts that are easy or the parts that we know. But if we start our practice session by playing through the parts that we know, that's not really practicing. That's actually just playing it. So there's a difference. So I recommend to start your practice session with the parts that you know need the most work. That way you can concentrate most of your energy on those parts and you'll find that you are improving at a much faster rate. Alright, lastly is to practice with dynamics as soon as possible. So of course we have to learn the notes and the fingering, but even while you're learning them, you can think about the dynamics and the shaping and just like the musical aspect of the piece. So I'm going to give an example of this using a piece that I'm currently working on, which is the second movement of Beethoven's Pastoral Sonata. So let's take a look at the first 4 measures of this piece. As we can see in measure 3, there's a crescendo, and then in measure 4, it's piano. We can play with these dynamics right away, rather than just playing the notes with no dynamics. Even if we're playing hands separate, we can still incorporate the dynamics. Playing with dynamics is so much better than just playing the notes with no dynamics, no shaping whatsoever, right? So that's why I recommend to do that as soon as possible. It can also help with your memory. So that's another good thing about it. So that's all the tips I have for you today. I hope this helped you, and if you have any of your own tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!